I recently packed up my house and moved and came across boxes and boxes of these color slides, and I also have a lot of black and white negatives. Probably 1,000 of these slides, these color slides. The only way I have to look at them is in a carousel with a projector screen, or one by one in one of those little mini viewers. I want to be able to look at all the slides that are in each box, sort through them. They have numbers on them, 1 through 32, 1 through 36, whatever they are. And I want to scan them on my scanner into digital format so I can have them on my computer and I can actually look at them whenever I want to. I went online to look at a slide viewer panel and or light box, and the only thing I could find on Amazon was about $45. The reviews where it gets the jobs done, but it's fragile and rather poorly made, and wasn't worth the $45. I'm only going to use this once. Once I'm done scanning all these slides, I won't need this anymore. So I thought maybe I could try and find the materials to build my own light box. I went to IKEA, and they had this box, which they gave me. It's about 16 inches by 21 inches, about 6 inches deep. And then I went to Lowe's, and they had this piece of 1/4 inch plexiglass cut at 17 by 22, so it'll hang over the edges just a little bit to give me something to lift up on if I want to lift up and work in here. And then I went and bought these lights at Walmart. I'm going to put one in each side. They're 12-inch LED under cabinet lights. They were about $10 a piece, and they come with these power cords, which are nice because they plug right into the light itself. And then another nice thing that they came with is this jumper. So you could plug one light into another, but the problem is the lights are too far apart. So one of the things I'm going to have to do is extend the lights, extend this jumper so that it'll reach from the end of one light over to the other, and then I can just use one, plug it into one outlet and use one switch to turn both lights on. I think that should illuminate this box enough through that plexiglass that I can put at least 36 or more slides on here and look at them and see what's on them. So one of the first things I'm going to do is I got some aluminum foil and folded it so it would lay just down in the bottom of the box. That's going to help reflect some of the light up into the plexiglass, and then I just laid it in there, shiny side up, and that should help with the reflectivity. Okay, so what I've done here is I've increased the length of the jumper cable that came supplied with these two LED lights, so that I could only have one cord going into the box that could turn on both lights. And so that's what I have for lighting in the light box now, and it's all off one switch on one cord. Now I'm going to find a way to fasten the plexiglass onto the box in a way that I can remove it if needed. If I ever need to replace those lights or do anything inside the box, I need to be able to get in there. I did all this, by the way, with these are glued with hot glue up against the cardboard on both sides, and I put a little glue just to hold the jumper cable in place inside the box. So hot glue gun, your best friend. So here is the finished light box. What I did was I took some magnetic catches I got from the hardware store. They're about $1 a piece, and hot glued them to the box, the cardboard box, and then I actually drilled a small hole and screwed the metal plate down that the magnetic catch latches onto, so that the plexiglass will stay in place. And then that's what I have as far as a slide viewing box. I'm going to put some slides on it and see how they look. Okay, so I think this is going to work pretty well. I laid out this one box of slides that I have, and now I can see basically what's in them. I know the orientation because I shot these pictures, but this allows me to quickly view that orientation and then line them up, you can see that they're not all in the same direction because I shot the film in one direction or another. But this allows me to orientate them so that when I go to the scanner on my computer, I know which way they're facing. And so that's a light box that was fairly inexpensive to build, and I think will last me, well, certainly long enough to get this project done, and then maybe I'll find someone else who can use it. One last thing that I did to the light box to make it easier to look at the slides and angle the box so that you can sit and stand easier, is I hot glued these 1/4 by 1/4 inch pieces of wood strips, 4 rows, so it'll hold 36 slides, which is the biggest roll of film that you could shoot in color or black and white. I believe this will work equally well for negatives. So now this allows the light box to be tilted up, and the wood strips hold these in place. 4 rows of 9, 36 slides. Should make it a lot easier. It was a fun project, and thanks for watching.